Welcome back to our channel. Your thoughts control your life. If your thoughts are negative, your emotions become heavy. If your thoughts are positive, your life feels lighter. Positive thinking does not mean ignoring problems. It means choosing a better perspective. It means training your mind to look for solutions instead of focusing only on problems. Many people say, "I want to think positive," but they do not know how. Because negative thinking often feels automatic. It feels natural. But here is the truth. Positive thinking is a skill. And like every skill, it can be learned. In this lesson, we will understand why negative thinking happens, how to control your thoughts, how to replace negativity with strength, and how to build a positive mindset daily. Because when you control your thoughts, you control your emotions. And when you control your emotions, you control your life. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Understand your negative thinking pattern. Before you can think positive, you must understand something important. Negative thinking is a habit. It is not your personality. It is not your destiny. It is a pattern. And patterns can be changed. Many people say, "I am just a negative person." But that is not true. You were not born negative. You learned it. Through experiences, through environment, through repeated thoughts. The first step to thinking positive is awareness. You must observe your thoughts. Most negative thinking happens automatically. For example, if something goes wrong, your mind may immediately say, "I always fail. Nothing works for me. This is too hard. I am not good enough." These thoughts feel real, but they are not facts. They are interpretations. Your brain is designed to protect you. It looks for danger. It remembers bad experiences more than good ones. That is why negative thoughts come quickly. But quick thoughts are not always correct thoughts. Start noticing your pattern. Do you overthink small problems? Do you imagine worst-case situations? Do you compare yourself constantly? Do you focus only on mistakes? These are common negative patterns. One common pattern is exaggeration. You make a small mistake and think, "This is a disaster." Another pattern is self-criticism. You talk to yourself harshly. You say things to yourself that you would never say to a friend. Another pattern is comparison. You see someone successful and immediately feel behind. Comparison creates dissatisfaction. Another pattern is focusing only on problems. Even when good things happen, your mind highlights what is missing. Once you identify your pattern, you gain power. Because you cannot change what you do not recognize. The second step is separating facts from thoughts. For example, fact, you made a mistake. Thought, I am useless. The fact is small. The thought is extreme. Learn to question your thoughts. Ask yourself, is this 100% true? Is there another way to see this? Am I overreacting? Often, negative thoughts are based on fear, not reality. The third step is accepting that negative thoughts will appear. Do not try to eliminate them completely. That is impossible. Instead, learn to manage them. Think of your thoughts like clouds in the sky. They appear. They pass. You do not need to hold on to them. You do not need to fight them. You can simply observe them. When you become aware of your pattern, you stop reacting automatically. You start responding consciously. That is the beginning of positive thinking. Remember this clearly. Your thoughts are powerful. But you are more powerful than your thoughts. Negative thinking is learned. And anything learned can be unlearned. Awareness is the first step. Observe your mind. Notice your patterns. And once you see them clearly, you can begin to change them. Lesson 2. How to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Now that you understand your negative thinking patterns, the next step is powerful. Replacement. You cannot just remove negative thoughts. If you try to stop thinking negatively, your brain will think about it even more. Instead of stopping thoughts, you must replace them. Replacement is the key. When a negative thought appears, do not panic. Do not criticize yourself. Pause. Notice it. Then change it. For example, if your mind says, "I am not good enough," replace it with, "I am learning and improving." If your mind says, I always fail, replace it with, I sometimes fail but I also grow. If your mind says, this is too difficult, replace it with, this is challenging, and I will try step by step. Notice something important. Positive thinking does not mean lying to yourself. It means choosing a balanced thought. Instead of extreme negativity, choose realistic optimism. Another powerful technique is reframing. Reframing means looking at the same situation from a different angle. For example, if you fail an exam, you can think, I am stupid. Or you can think, this shows me where I need to improve. Same event. Different perspective. Different emotion. Different outcome. Your perspective changes your emotional experience. Another important habit is positive self-talk. Your inner voice speaks all day. What is it saying? Is it encouraging you? Or attacking you? Talk to yourself like you would talk to a friend. If your friend fails, you do not say, you are useless. You say, it's okay. Try again. Be kind to yourself. Encouragement builds strength. Self-criticism builds fear. Another strategy is focusing on solutions. Negative thinking focuses on problems. Positive thinking focuses on solutions. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what can I do about this? Instead of saying, this is unfair, say, how can I handle this better? Solution-focused thinking creates action. Action creates progress. Progress creates confidence. Confidence increases positivity. Another powerful tool is gratitude. When negative thoughts appear, shift your attention. Think about something you are thankful for. It can be small. Your health. Your opportunity to learn. Your progress. Gratitude interrupts negativity. It reminds your brain that not everything is bad. Also remember this. Repetition builds belief. If you repeat positive thoughts daily, your brain slowly accepts them. At first, it may feel artificial, but with time, it becomes natural. Your brain learns from repetition. Train it. Guide it. Replace negative with constructive. Another important rule. Do not expect instant change. Your negative thinking pattern was built over years. It will take time to change. Be patient. Be consistent. Be aware. Every time you replace a negative thought, you weaken the old pattern and strengthen the new one. Remember this clearly. You cannot control every situation, but you can control how you think about it. Thought replacement is a daily practice, not a one-time action. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. And slowly, positive thinking will feel natural. Lesson 3. Build a daily positive thinking routine. Positive thinking is not something you do once in a while. It is something you practice daily. Just like brushing your teeth keeps your body clean. A daily routine keeps your mind clean. If you do not clean your mind daily, negative thoughts slowly collect. So the question is simple. How do you build a daily positive thinking routine? First, start your morning correctly. The first 10 minutes after waking up are very powerful. Your brain is fresh. Your thoughts are soft. Do not start your day by checking negative news or scrolling social media. Start with intention. Say something positive to yourself. Today will be productive. I will handle challenges calmly. I am improving every day. Morning thoughts set the tone for the entire day. Second, practice morning gratitude. Before starting work, think about 3 things you are thankful for. It can be simple. You woke up healthy. You have opportunities. You have goals. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing to what is present. The third habit is controlling your input. Your mind absorbs what you consume. If you watch negative content, your thoughts become negative. If you listen to inspiring content, your thoughts become stronger. Choose your input carefully. Read something positive. Listen to motivational audio. Watch something educational. Your input shapes your mindset. The fourth habit is positive self-talk during the day. When a problem appears, notice your reaction. If your mind says, this is too hard, immediately replace it with, I will solve this step by step. Do not let negative thoughts grow without challenge. Correct them quickly. The fifth habit is taking small positive actions daily. Thinking alone is not enough. Action strengthens belief. If you want to feel confident, take small brave actions. If you want to feel productive, complete small tasks. Action builds evidence. Evidence builds confidence. The sixth habit is evening reflection. Before sleeping, review your day. Ask yourself, what went well today? What did I handle calmly? What did I learn? Do not focus only on mistakes. Celebrate small wins. This builds self-appreciation. Another powerful habit is reducing negative conversations. Do not spend hours complaining with others. Choose conversations about growth and improvement. Energy spreads. Stay around positive energy. Also give your mind rest. Constant thinking creates stress. Take a few minutes daily to sit quietly. Breathe slowly. Observe your thoughts. Silence clears mental clutter. Remember this clearly. Positive thinking is built by repetition. Not by one motivational video. Not by one good day. But by daily small practices. Morning intention. Gratitude. Controlled input. Positive self-talk. Constructive action. Evening reflection. These small habits build a powerful mindset. And when positive thinking becomes routine, it becomes natural. You will still face problems. But your reaction will change. You will think clearly. You will stay calm. You will focus on solutions. That is real positivity. Build your routine. Protect it. Repeat it daily. And slowly, your mindset will transform. Lesson 4. Protect your mind from negative influence. If you want to think positive, you must protect your mind. Your mind is like a garden. If you plant good seeds, beautiful plants grow. If you allow weeds, they spread quickly. Negative influence is like weeds. If you do not control it, it takes over your thoughts. Many people try to think positive, but they surround themselves with negativity. Negative news. Negative conversations. Negative friends. Negative social media. Then they wonder why their thoughts feel heavy. What you consume daily shapes your mindset. The first step is being aware of your environment. Ask yourself honestly, who do you spend time with? What kind of content do you watch? What kind of conversations do you join? If you constantly hear complaints, your mind learns to complain. If you constantly hear criticism, your mind becomes critical. If you constantly see comparison online, your mind feels insecure. Protecting your mind means choosing wisely. The second step is limiting negative content. It is good to stay informed, but it is not good to overload your brain with fear and negativity. Constant negative news creates anxiety. Social media comparison creates dissatisfaction. Limit your exposure. Control your screen time. Choose content that educates or inspires you. The third step is managing toxic conversations. Some people enjoy gossip. Some people enjoy complaining. Some people always focus on problems. You do not need to participate. You can change the topic. You can stay silent. You can reduce time with such energy. Protecting your peace is not rude. It is wise. Another powerful rule is setting emotional boundaries. You cannot control what others say, but you can control how much importance you give it. If someone criticizes you unfairly, do not let it enter your heart. Listen carefully. If there is truth, improve. If not, ignore calmly. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Your attention is powerful. Do not waste it. The fourth step is building a positive circle. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. People who talk about goals. People who encourage effort. People who support improvement. Energy spreads. When you are around positive people, your thinking becomes stronger. Another important habit is controlling your inner influence. Sometimes negativity does not come from outside. It comes from inside. Past experiences. Old failures. Fear of judgment. Notice when your mind repeats old negative stories. You are not your past mistakes. You are not your worst day. You are growing. Protect your mind from old self-criticism. Replace it with progress-focused thinking. Also give your mind space. Silence reduces mental noise. Nature reduces stress. Deep breathing reduces anxiety. A calm mind thinks more clearly. Remember this clearly. You cannot think positive in a constantly negative environment. Protection is necessary. Just like you protect your body from unhealthy food. Protect your mind from unhealthy thoughts. Choose your input. Choose your circle. Choose your response. Your mind is powerful, but it needs protection. When you guard your mental space, positivity becomes easier. And when positivity becomes easier, your life becomes lighter. Protect your mind daily, because your thoughts shape your future. Lesson 5. Build unshakable positive confidence. Positive thinking becomes powerful when it is connected with confidence. If you think positive for a few minutes but doubt yourself all day, your mindset will feel unstable. Confidence makes positivity strong. Confidence means believing in your ability to handle life. It does not mean you are perfect. It means you trust yourself, even when things are difficult. Many people think confidence comes from success, but the truth is different. Confidence comes from action. Small actions, repeated daily. When you keep small promises to yourself, you build self-trust. And self-trust is the foundation of confidence. For example, if you say, "I will practice English 20 minutes daily," and you do it, you prove to yourself that you are disciplined. That proof builds belief. Belief builds confidence. Another powerful truth. Confidence grows when you face fear. If you avoid everything difficult, your fear becomes stronger. But when you try, even if you fail, you gain experience. Experience reduces fear. Fear reduces confidence. So action increases confidence. Another important habit is changing your self-image. How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as weak? Or as someone improving daily? Your identity shapes your behavior. If you think, "I am bad at speaking," you will avoid speaking. But if you think, "I am learning to speak better," you will practice more. Shift from fixed mindset to growth mindset. You are not stuck. You are improving. Another key habit is celebrating small wins. Do not wait for big achievements. If you handled a situation calmly, be proud. If you completed your daily habit, appreciate yourself. Recognition builds momentum. Momentum builds confidence. Also control your body language. Stand straight. Walk with awareness. Make eye contact. Your body influences your mind. Confident posture creates confident thoughts. Another powerful idea is focusing on effort, not results. You cannot control every result, but you can control effort. When you give your best effort, you feel proud. Pride strengthens belief. Belief strengthens positivity. Also remember this. Stop comparing your journey to others. Comparison weakens confidence. Focus on your progress. Measure yourself against your past self. Small daily improvement creates stable confidence. Another important rule. Accept imperfection. You will make mistakes. You will fail sometimes. Confidence does not mean never failing. It means continuing after failure. It means not losing belief. When your confidence becomes stable, positive thinking becomes natural. Because you trust yourself. You trust your ability to handle problems. You trust your growth. You trust your future. Remember this clearly. Confidence is not loud. It is calm belief. It is steady self-respect. It is quiet strength. Build it daily. Through small habits. Through small courage. Through small discipline. And slowly, your positive thinking will become unshakable.